Hey everybody, today we are going to be doing our update to our Paladin video that we did about a week ago. We're now level 51 and we progressed and we've learned a lot since then. So we're going to go over all the changes and stuff we did, and we'll probably do another one of these videos at 60 and take you guys along for the journey and see what you guys think about the changes. If you are new here, I am Jamar. I'm actually part of a couple streamers. I stream with my wife, Sassy on Twitch. We stream about 5 days a week. The link will be in the info. Also, if you enjoyed the content here, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. That support means more than you know. So a little information about me is I've been playing MMOs for a really long time, since about 1997, where I started playing with Ultima Online, and I've played many MMOs since then. I actually did a podcast on this YouTube channel with my brother. If you want to go check them out, they're pretty long, but we've literally deep dive on all of them that we played, and it's a lot of fun to do together. So if you're interested in all, you can check that out. So first of all, we want to go over the attributes, which we've done drastic change. In my last video, we were more jack of all trades, which I still think that is better early on because this one will take more attribute points to come online. I also still think that one is the better jack of all trades, but as I stated in that video, I wanted to be like more of a retribution paladin, a little bit more damage with my sustain, and I just wasn't getting a lot of finishes. Like, I was winning my fights, but I wasn't able to finish a lot of them with the kill before they just got away. So we actually split up our attributes, as you can tell from here. So I wouldn't really recommend you switching to this build until you can afford the pips that we're about to talk about in here. So with strength, the first pip, which I think this is the minimum to start with. It's the minimum that I started with when I switched to this. 5% damage to your light attacks. And then I took it to 10% with my heavy attacks. We're still mainly a focus build. So we wanted to get all the way up to the 20% healing output. Since we don't have as much focus as before, we want as much percentage output healing as we possibly can get in this build. And then Constitution up to the all-important 20% stronger health potions. I don't know what I'm going to do with leftover points. I think I'm going to try Constitution first. I'll keep you guys updated in the 60 video what ends up feeling the best. But I think I'm going to try to take Constitution up to the second pip and have a really nice, well-balanced thing. But this has done way more damage, this build. And now we'll go over our gear. So we are still wearing our of the cleric. So anything with its plus focus, Constitution secondary. We still have the diamond gem in all of our pieces, which is 1.5 physical absorption and 0.5% elemental. I know at least on my server I've run into way more physical. Everyone seems to be axe hatchet, so we're sticking with the focus being more on the physical. For the shield, we go with the round shield. Usually it seems to have more offense on it. So I think we have enough defense right now. We're trying to, I think between our heals, we now, as you can see, we switched to plate where we were wearing leather. I think between all that, we have enough defense. We're trying to get as much damage out as possible at this point. Aura Crystal, which is probably one of the best tanking items in this game, especially if you're not a main, like if you're trying to do like an off-roll kind of tank. That's not normally a thing, because taunting normally cannot be placed in jewelry. This one comes with it, so it's pretty unique. So all your threat is 200%, which is this what allows me to heal tank dungeons. I get aggro off my healing, and yeah, I'm just able to get a lot of aggro from this. And that's probably the most asked question in my last video is where did I find this from? I found it in Brightwood, down here in Bronze Grove. There is a boss down here. He's the one that drops it. So if anybody want to know, right down here in Bronze Grove. Then we're using Memory of Steven. I don't really remember where I found this. I believe it was part of the MSQ, and I ran into, you had to kill like 3 different guys, and this is actually really nice for me. Plus 11 strength, plus 7 focus, It has outgoing healing 6.9% and increased nature damage, so which also will go off of our amber gem. During a contention, +9 focus, 6 constitution, refreshing toast, potion cooldown 21% faster, and when you drink a potion, 10% chance you don't consume it. That I found also in Brightwood at Eden's, or that Azoth tree. It's an archer back here who drops it. I had to farm him for like an hour and a half, 2 hours for it. I was pretty unlucky though, because the friend I was with, I literally got 2 of them in that time. Sword. Using sword and board still. This one just has constitution. It's just the best sword I found. Nothing really special about it. Besides, I do have the amber gem in it, which will convert 40% of my damage to nature, and it'll make it focus based. So now, which you can get this up to 50% depending on the tier of the gem. So 40 up to 50% of my damage will come from focus. So since focus is higher, it's still the best gem. I may get a second weapon though for tanking and put. Since I don't care as much about my damage when I'm actually like main tanking, just to get some more threat. Then we have the Marauder Destroyer Life Staff, which is great. 22 focus, blessed, and the refreshing move. This is completely beta. We're testing something out. We put a taunt gem in here to see if my heals will generate like 450 with this. I don't know if it works, so don't copy me. Unless you want to test it as well. And if you do test it, let me know in the comments how it works out for you. This is purely a test. Purely a test. Then we're going, we don't need mana potions, because we don't really use that much mana, and we'll go over that in a bit. So we have a strength potion, we have regen potion, and health food in our inventory. Our skills. Life skill, Protector Tree, Beacon. You shoot out a beacon, it attaches to a target. It'll heal everybody around that target or inside that beacon for 20% of your weapon damage every second for 10 seconds. Infused Light will make that 50% larger, which is actually pretty big. It seems like without that, you have to really hug them. Beacon lasts 5 seconds longer. And then Speed of Light. Not as good as I thought it would be. You actually have to be damaged. It has to heal you. I just was kind of hoping you just had to be in the aura. But it has to heal you to apply this haste, it seems. So, Beacon of Light, again, you really don't have to attach it to something. You can just get the heal by placing it on the ground or placing it anywhere. You don't have to attach it, just FYI. Then we have Bend Light. After you dodge, you get 20% more effective heals, which is pretty huge with Sacred Ground, which we'll go over in a little bit. Orb of Protection shoots out projectile. You get Fortify with it. You get a heal for it. And then the next step into it, you also get a recovery for it. You don't actually need to hit an ally or an enemy with this to get it. You can literally just look at the ground and then apply it to yourself. So you don't actually need to try to aim your shot or anything to get it off if you need to have it. Under the healing, we got Absolved. Light's no more mana for your auto attacks, heavy and light. Mending Touch passes through a heavy attack, clears a debuff. It's pretty good for PvP and stuff. And Blissful Touch, if your light attacks pass to an ally, 20% of that damage will be healing to them. None of these are super important to our build. We just need it so we can progress up the Divine Blessing. They have a place though. But the way we play, we're not really in the background that much. But, you know, Sacred Ground, super OP heal. Creates an area on the ground, lasts for 15 seconds, 20% of your weapon damage every second while you're in there. Plus, you regenerate more stamina and mana. Plus, allies in Sacred Ground are healed for 50% more from all healing. So with this ability, and that's why I was saying you can dodge so much in it because you're regaining your stamina and stuff so quick. So you're getting that 20% dodge bonus. You're getting your mana back. Yeah, it's an amazing ability. Then we got Revitalize. When you get hit with a light attack, reduces all cooldowns by 5%. It just keeps your cooldowns going. Enchanted Justice is pretty nice. Has a 120-second cooldown on it, but whenever you get hit in battle with your frontline tank, you get a healing aura around you that heals everyone around you for 6 seconds. Intensify, again, not amazing for this build. We're not heavy attacking that much, but we do, especially if like we're seeing someone in the distance, and by the time they get to me, if I have a 30% bonus heal, that's cool. And then while holding our life staff, we increase the amount of our incoming healing to my friendlies in your group by 5%. We wanted to get to this though, Divine Blessing. When you heal an ally, if their health is below 50%, you heal 30% more. It's pretty huge heal. Under Sword is where we did the drastic changes compared to last time. Before, we were like almost all Defender. Now we went almost all Sword Master. We switched to Plate. We got more beefy as far as that goes. We've gotten as much as we can increase percentage of healing. So this time we're focusing on damage. But under Defender Tree, we took Sturdy Shield, grants an additional 15% physical armor. Again, on my server, I face way more Axe, Hatchet, way more physical than I do magic, so we went with that over this. But if you're on a different style server, or you're running the opposite issue, you can reduce damage from all magical attacks. We obviously want our Shield Bash, our stun, increase 100% damage, and makes the stun 1 second longer, which we're in Plate now, so it's even longer. It's really nice. Defiant Stance, still a core of this build. You reduce incoming damage by 30%. If you're above 50%, you add another increase by 20%. And then you get a heal 15% of your max mana when it ends. And that even includes if you swap to your healing staff, it will end your Defiant early and it will apply this heal. So if you need to apply the heal early, you can make it happen. Then we got Recuperation, increases healing regeneration by 10%. There's some other good things in this tree, like Final Blow is really good. And this is really good. But I think these are more important, and we need to focus everything else here because of leadership. So we're going to start with Achilles Heel. A big problem with this build was people running away from us. So we want to keep them slowed. On your third attack in your chain, you slow them by 20%. And then Empower. So we Shield Bash, we Heavy Attack, and now we have 30% Empower for 5 seconds. Increases the damage. Sword critical strike chances are increased by 10%. So a lot of times I like to Shield Bash, try to get behind them, do our Heavy Attack, and then we get the 10% increase. No, I'm sorry. Cut that. This just is automatically 10%. But we still do, we try to get behind them so we can empower and get the heavier damage. But this will increase our chances of getting a crit, which is important because critical precision, every time we crit, we get haste. Counterattack, it seems good for PvE. When you block an attack and you're just getting constantly pelted, you're getting Empower. So it keeps increasing, you build up 5 stacks, and then I usually open up. Leaping Strike is an amazingly troll ability. Like, it's such a good ability when it works, but the hitbox seems really wonky on it. Sometimes it'll seem to literally move the guy out of your way. But when it works, it's too good to pass up, in my opinion. And this 6 meter leap seems way further than this 5 meter. So, yeah, we decided to go Leaping Strike now instead of Shield Rush. And then if you hit a foe below 30%, you deal 50% more damage. Again, one of our problems are people running away from us. And then, plus as Cowardly Punishment, if Leaping Strike hits a target in the back, it causes a slow for 8 seconds. So sometimes people will see your life staff and they'll be like, I'm out. You can slow them for 8 seconds. And plus you'll hit them in the back, which will proc a crit, and then you gain haste for 5 seconds, and so on and so forth. Opportunity to deal 10% more damage to slowed foes, which we have slows in here. And Confidence, while your health is full, you deal 15% more damage, which your health is full a lot because you heal. And this is really strong. While holding a sword, all group members' damage is increased by 10%. That is huge. It's almost like an aura or a blessing of might on everybody in your group. 10% is incredible amount, and that includes just on yourself when you're by yourself. Yeah, so we definitely went way more offensive in the last video, but yeah, I still don't feel squishy at all. I think that the trade-off has been great. The fights have been going way better and everything like that. But that about wraps it up. The only thing I really wanted to go over is some of the settings I have that people seem to ask me about. One of them being is target self. People are asking me how do I target myself with my heals. It's under life staff combat right here. I think by default it's control. I switch it to alt because I hold my fingers weird on the keyboard and my ring fingers on W. I know. I've been made fun of many times about it. And I think the other one that I wanted to show off was targeted healing. I have this off because I don't have a targeted healing, and when you go to place this, you don't want it like locking. You want to be able to place it where you want to place it. You want to place it in that little entryway. It stops it from having to like press the middle mouse button and unlock it. I just find it way more enjoyable just to press it and play it where I want to go. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Rotation pretty much for me is I just put down all my heals. I usually start, I try to put the beacon on them, place that heal, target the ground, switch here, shield bash, heavy attack. When my heals are about done, defiant, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, I will probably be doing another video at 60 to keep you guys updated. But until then, thank you guys so much. We'll catch you next time. Peace.